Hello, hello, and welcome to the weekly energy update for the week of September 29th, 2024. I'm Renee Spears, a spirit guide channeler and spiritual mentor, and I'm coming to you from a beautiful fall day in Bozeman, Montana. Every Sunday, I share the energy for the week ahead, and I also infuse the show with some positive vibes, so you get a little positive energy boost just for listening. And we are on the tail end of the final eclipse season of the year, and boy, has this one been a doozy. I got the most comments I've ever gotten on a podcast last week, and they were all about being tired. We needed last week's equinox to take a break, rest, and reset before the big solar eclipse this week on Wednesday morning. So as we begin October, can you believe it, October, we are still deep in eclipse season. And we may feel stuck between one stage and the next, or that we are moving to something we can't reach just yet. So eclipse season is when the future and the past merge. And right now we're in this floating state where we aren't in either. And it can feel like a time warp. But before we get to the eclipse and the new moon, let's start with the numerology of October. October is a 9 universal month in numerology. And 9 is the final month in the 9-month cycle of this year. 9 months are about completion, reflection, and letting go. It's a time for wrapping things up, clearing old energy, and making room for new beginnings. This month will be more introspective and thinking about what has worked for us and what no longer aligns with us. We're undergoing a transformation. We're finishing up the 9-month cycle and starting a new one. And we have a powerful solar eclipse this week to give us just the push we need to move forward as our new version. Wednesday's eclipse is an annular eclipse, and an annular eclipse is when the moon doesn't quite cover the sun completely, and we just see the outline of the sun on the outside, and it looks like a ring of fire. And when I say we can see it, those of us in the United States won't be able to see it. It's just not visible here, except if you're in Hawaii. So solar eclipses bring rapid and most times unexpected transformations. They're a doorway to our future, and new ways forward open up for us. It's a time to reset, rethink, and start fresh. The sun being blocked by the moon is like we're unplugging and plugging back in again and resetting. This reboot is important, and it's necessary for moving forward. It gives us time for introspection and to rethink what we're doing with our lives, and then make the needed changes. The energy of a solar eclipse accelerates everything, bringing to the surface issues that may have been simmering. And these issues have been holding us back in some way. Now we have to deal with them so that we can move forward. This solar eclipse is connected to the total solar eclipse in Aries that we had back in April. So any intentions that you set then may finally come to fruition with this eclipse. Solar eclipses always occur during a new moon, when the moon passes directly between the Earth and the sun. And this eclipse and the new moon that accompanies it are in Libra. This is the last eclipse to take place in Libra until 2033. And it's time to go all in on all things Libra, like art, beauty, pleasure, and time being with our special people. Libra is ruled by Venus. We know Venus. It's the planet of love, beauty, money, and values. And Venus is focused on love most of all, along with marriage, relationships, and partnerships of all types. So this eclipse is paving the way for healthier relationships. It'll bring new relationships into our lives and help us let go of unhealthy relationship patterns that we've had, like people-pleasing. Now, while this eclipse ultimately helps our relationships, unfortunately, the eclipse squares Mars, which could lead to some arguments, breakups, and possibly some accidents. Now, new moons are usually the time we set intentions, so you would think with a powerful eclipse like this that it would be a great time to set intentions. But it isn't, because there's so much unpredictable energy with eclipses. And because they bring sudden and unexpected changes, the energy can feel wild and unstable. Rather than setting intentions in the usual way, it's best to use this time for reflection and release. Reflection and release. And to stay open to whatever the universe has in store instead of trying to control the outcome. Instead of setting specific goals right now, it's more beneficial to set broader intentions around being open to change, trusting the process, and inviting transformation into your life. Letting go of control is a tough one for most of us. In my wisdom circle this week, we had a good laugh about how we set intentions and then tell the universe exactly how to make it happen. So letting go means releasing the how. We get so caught up in figuring out how things will work that we forget to trust the universe to do its magic. What I've learned from giving up control is that now I live in this constant state of wonder. Every day I'm excited to see how things will unfold. It's like, how is the universe going to surprise me today? So living this way is so freeing. There's no need to stress about every little thing because I trust that it'll all work out, even better than I could have imagined. New beginnings and changes are here, and they'll probably be unexpected and come out of the clear blue sky. Remember, things that happen during eclipse season are fated. So this can help you relax about it a little bit. All of the changes are meant to be and get us moving forward on a new path and on a new journey. I am totally ready and excited about what's coming next. What fabulous twist is coming my way with this eclipse? So I have 2 exciting updates for you. First, my business reboot classes kick off this Friday. I don't talk much about my life before channeling spirit guides full-time, but I had a pretty solid career in mortgages. I ran my own mortgage company for 20 years, and it was pretty successful. We even won awards like the Better Business Bureau Small Business of the Year and the #1 company in Oregon. I was named the Businesswoman of the Year a couple times, which was pretty cool. I learned so much about business during those years, and honestly, those basics are what have helped me grow Abundology into what it is today, and why I can spend 4 hours a day channeling in my yoga pants and still make 6 figures. So this fall, I'm rebooting my business, perfect timing with the eclipse, huh? And I thought, why not share what I've learned with other solopreneurs and small business owners? So I'm offering 4 business reboot classes in October for just $100. If that sounds like something you'd be into, check out the link in the show notes for more info. And I'm also hosting Astrology 101 classes with the amazing astrologer Teresa Tran. She taught a couple of classes during Spiritual Summer School and was absolutely fantastic. So I've invited her back to teach us the basics of astrology. So starting on 10/10, Teresa will guide us through understanding our astrology charts in 3 fun workshops. It's only $50 for all 3 classes, and you can find more details at Abundology.com or check the link in the show notes. So get ready to move forward this week in some unexpected and fated new ways. This is an exciting time, and there's no need to worry about what's coming because it's all for our best. So as always, thank you for listening and sharing the podcast with a friend. I'm spending the day in Yellowstone with my boys. We're headed to the Lamar Valley. The wolves have been out there a lot lately, so I have my fingers crossed that we'll get to see them today. So take some time on the eclipse to sit and be and get excited about all the great stuff that's coming. Have a great week, everyone, and I'll talk to you again next week.